Good evening, everybody. It is in the middle of the night here in Los Angeles. I was going to say sunny Los Angeles, but there's no sun, as you can see in the game, Dragon Quest Builders, the game I'm playing right now. The game that I'm playing at almost 3 in the morning. And I'll tell you why. What's up, everybody? So I'll tell you what's going on. A very eventful day today. Lots of crazy things happened today. This is podcast time. So let me bring you in a little bit. First of all, this is Builders, Dragon Quest Builders. This is my Chapter 2 zone. It is a big wooden structure. I will take you around it. I'll just let you kind of soak that in a little bit before while I explain really quick. I have an addiction for sure. This is my most addicted game of 2016. There's no question. I cannot put this game down. Like, this game, I have to forcibly remove myself from. I have to peel myself off of Dragon Quest Builders. Like, I am so... And if I was not a video game journalist, I would be even more obsessed. Like, this game just hits so many of my pleasure centers. Like, but specifically... What's up? Subscribe 5 months in a row. Thank you, Shatnin. William Shatner. This is what I'm usually up doing the podcast. So just a little insider information. So we usually shoot and finish the podcast between 10 and 11, sometimes around midnight. And then I will clean everything up. I'll move the couch back. I'll put the mics away. Clean up all of the classic, like, half-filled Coke cans. Hey, back off. I'm trying to explain something, okay? I found a replacement. Yeah, I will find plenty of replacements for Disney Infinity. Thank goodness this game isn't Toys to Life, because then it would be much more expensive. And then I cut the podcast. It takes me about an hour to 2 hours, usually about an hour and a half. Basically, a little bit longer than the podcast actually is. Now it's daytime, as it will be soon. The sun will be coming up soon. So I'm usually up until about 1 or 2 in the morning, which isn't too bad. And then I export the podcast. And then I basically have a decision where it's like, it's 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, or usually around 2, and I'm up, and I don't have a lot of time to play games. I don't have a lot of time where I know no one's going to interrupt me. I mean, this is almost 3 in the morning. No one's up. Amanda's asleep. Sophie's asleep. Norbert's asleep. All of the allies are presumably asleep. I messaged an hour ago in Slack, and Kyle responded. So some of the people are still up. It's potential time. This is like used to be World of Warcraft time for me. Like, this is potential time where you're like, okay, how long is the podcast going to take? It's going to take 2 hours and 2 minutes. So, should I just go to bed and then I'll upload the podcast when I get up and then it'll be ready, because that'll take about an hour and a half after, to upload to YouTube? Or do I stay up for those 2 hours, play games or watch a movie if I can stay up, and then set it to upload and then go to bed? And then when I wake up, it's ready to go. I can send it off to Damiani and we can post the podcast. We don't have to think about it. Which is just nice. It's nice to have that taken care of. So sometimes I take advantage of this time and watch a film or play a video game. I have always thought about streaming, but I never have. So here we are. And I know a lot of time, 10:45 in the morning. I know a lot of people. I booted up chat, and there's Suicidal Steve, and people chatting it away. So I know some of you people are probably like, why don't you guys stream at this time? This is great. This works out really well for me. Thanks. It's like, well, it's 3 in the morning, and that's just why. So I'm in Chapter 2 of this game. I gotta talk fast. I'm probably only gonna stream for about an hour. But I just wanted to show you Chapter 2 before I finish up Chapter 2. For those of you that don't know, Dragon Quest Builders works in chapters, and I didn't know what that meant until I got into Chapter 2. And at first, I was not happy with the way chapters worked, and now I dig it. The way chapters work, you forget, like, 30% of the things that you know how to build. You lose all of your items, and you respawn in a new location. I basically respawned over there where that little light source is, with a little tree island. And they ran over here and then built a new thing. It was frustrating to start over from scratch, but if you don't know this about me, I love New Game Plus. I love playing a game over a second time, more powerful. And so it was fun to start from scratch and be like, okay, now that I built one castle and I'm going to build a second one, I know I'm going to want this one to be multiple floors. So I built these bedrooms over here. So these are just bedrooms on the opposite side. No one's staying in these. This is just me presuming that more people are going to show up. And I can build a simple bed now. I got a little wooden window. Like, when you move into a new chapter, it changes the style Like, in the last chapter, I was smithing a lot, and I've yet to build a smith. Here's my room. I got the little California Adventure, woodsman-ish lantern there. And I got my room. I actually put in a carpet this time. Got a little bookcase. This is the only room that I have specified to anybody. I'm kind of letting everybody else go live where they want to live. Yeah, so I have a sewing machine, which ironically makes weapons. You know, there's that scene in Sleeping Beauty where she makes an iron broadsword and kicks some ass. The Falcon Blade is currently the best. The Falcon Blade and the Iron Axe are currently the best weapons I can get. I can make chainmail, but I don't have the ingredients. I need a Beware Wolf pelt, which we are going to get tonight. Which is kind of great that it is the month of October. We're going to go kill ourselves a Beware Wolf. We're going to go kill at least 2 of them and get a Beware Wolf pelt. And I don't know if we'll crunch on chainmail, but we're definitely... That is a goal for this evening. And then you got your more traditional room. I got my, thing here. A lot of the stuff I found, haven't been able to make ornamental armor or anything, just found that. Big emphasis on cooking this time around. I can fish now, which I couldn't do in Chapter 1, which is super cool. Again, I didn't read up on this game a lot, so I'm discovering a lot of these things as I play through it, which makes it a lot better. They're cooking away. And this is kind of like a restaurant, I'm actually tempted to make this room a little bit bigger. This room's kind of cramped. If I want to, turn this into a restaurant. We got a lot of people staying here. This Chapter 2 is a lot about potions. You got your little potion room here with the little wizard dude who likes to make potions. There he goes. And then we got the infirmary, which is like, dude, if any of you didn't think that Dragon Quest Builders is legit, kill me. Look at that text, man. That's how real it's getting right now in Dragon Quest Builders. The second one is all about like zombies and infestation and disease and triage and curing people. Got a little like pool room now. I can just get water for stuff. Got some sconces up on the wall there. Got a little coos. A little bathtub. A little pitcher. I put the blue marker up to signify that's the water room. And then the white one's that's the hospital. I just found a white and a blue block whilst running around. And then the one consistency that I want to have, got some palm trees in there. The one consistency that I want to have with the things that I build is that I don't move this, because I don't think you can. I don't think you can move where this centerpiece is. And so everything that I build, I just build around that. I actually put in the palm trees very recently. So yeah, so that's everything else is a bedroom. A lot of the bedrooms look the same. A couple are a little bit different. I'm realizing how much time I'm willing to put into this game, and so I'm like, okay, let me pick up the pace a little bit on not really micromanaging everything. So I haven't assigned rooms to people because I'm just like, I don't care. Go stay in whatever room you want. So yeah, so things are getting a little bit real up top. So the bad guy in Chapter 2 is a big bird. And in the first chapter, which I didn't spoil, I'm going to show this game a lot. Again, sorry spoilers for people who haven't played this, who haven't gotten to Chapter 2 yet. Here's Chapter 2. But the end of Chapter 1 had a big boss fight. It was very different. The mechanics totally changed. I failed it miserably the first time I tried to do it. I was like, okay, I get what you want me to do. And then went back and built a thing called a Cantland Shield. And it's basically... the game's kind of like, build these. You're going to need these. And I was like, And then I did the boss fight. I was like, sorry, Dragon Quest Builders, I get it. Yeah, I need some Cantland Shields. So now that I'm in Chapter 2, they're like, hey, build some ballistas. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to need a lot of those, I guess. So basically, it's a big bird, and my prediction is that the bird's going to fly around this castle for the boss fight, and I'm going to have to shoot at this guy. But again, it'll take a while to reload before I can fire it again. So I wonder if this thing's going to be flying around and I can just bam, bam, just run around the... Again, menu is the X button, not the best call, Square Enix, but that's, But I don't know. I haven't done that boss fight yet. I don't know how close I am to it. Got a little garden. Definitely more of an emphasis, like Disney Infinity 3.0, on gardening here. I have more than enough food that I need, so this is not Don't Starve. Yeah, that's mostly ornamental at this point. I might totally smash this up if I need to put in more ballistas. And I don't think there's really anything else to show. There's a couple places I can teleport to, but I don't want to spoil everything. Again, if you want to check this game out, there's more than enough stuff to do and build and... but what I wanted to save, my little treat for you guys, and then I will check. Let me just make sure. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Good evening, good day, good afternoon. Don't know what time of day it is, your side of the world. Let's see if I missed any subscribers. And Vonti, thank you so much. Work time here. Cathode K2D. You're a subscriber now. 3 o'clock in the morning, I can still sing. Shatman, yeah, I was there for that. Okay, what's up? So sorry, well wishes, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out. I just feel this game is really important to me. I'll be honest. Like, I get that this game is... Oh, the one thing that sucks, they don't give you a lot of defense in Chapter 2. My defense sucks. Remember how cocky I was in the first chapter? I'm not cocky anymore. That's it. That's all I have. I tried to dig down to make another, like, pit, and I couldn't. I dug down twice, and it stopped. So I actually should have built the entire thing up. Like, I should have had the first floor be that floor and then put everything above. So that's what I'm going to do with Chapter 3. When I go into Chapter 3, the first floor is just going to be like a greeting area. There's going to be nothing special down there. Because you look down here and I have, like, chests that are, like, right next to the wall. It's like, this chest right here has everything, every important material that you basically need to make, like, the core things. It's right next to the wall. You know, I'm playing with fire here. Look at this. It's like, all the thing has to do is just come charging in through here, and then I gotta, like, redo all of that. Unless I'd saved it right before. Like this little guy. What's your problem, buddy? Actually, wait, let me switch to my new sword that attacks twice. See that? Slash, 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 slash. So I get 2 hits in. So it does a little less damage than this axe, which Huber would like. But it attacks twice. That's pretty sweet. Which stuns them, too, so it stops them from attacking. Just learned how to make that. So yeah, this game is important to me. I am really, really hardcore addicted to this game. So I want to at least share every chapter with you, just to, like, in a shortened version, much more than Toy Box Tuesday. So yeah, we got an hour and 52 minutes left. Like I said, I'm only going to stream for about an hour. Maybe I'll wrap this up around 3:30. But as you can see with the first chapter, we have our teleporters, which takes us to different areas. It looks like there's 3 different areas per chapter. All of these are, you know, have different materials and stuff you can find and treasures and stuff like that. Again, it's not like Minecraft where you're just running out into the environment. Again, pluses and minuses. But when you play Minecraft, when I see a hill, it's like, I don't know what's over there. The developers don't know what's over there, which is magical. But at the same time, there could be nothing. It could be... What are you doing in my bedroom? Get out of there. Yeah, get out of there. It could be totally pointless for me to go into that cave to try to find something cool. It is totally on me to take the time to go do that. Whereas if I go into any one of these teleporters, it's a fairly crafted world by, you know, the devs. So I know there's going to be exciting things. I know there's going to be a reason to explore every single part of that. So it makes exploration a little bit better. And I just got this third one, and I haven't been there. Again, I have not done any research on the game. I have no idea what is on the other side of this portal. I have saved it for you, Twitch. Jones, did you choose your Ghibli figure? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, for, I'm sorry, did you? Yes. You sent us something for, I'm trying to think, I think Spirited Away is Amanda's favorite figure. So I don't know the name of the main character in Spirited Away. My favorite movie is Howl's Moving Castle. And so I don't know any character names off the top of my head. I would have to look that up, what the characters were. I remember Billy Crystal being a fireplace, and I remember he was really funny. But I've had some people yell at me for listening to the dub of that. She just put a scorpion in my bed. That's not cool. Jones, is the loot you find sorted by rarity, or is loot just ordinary loot? One of the things that I've had to, like, make peace with this game is you cannot manually sort loot. So you see my little menu in the bottom there? Healing cream is going to be first. Tough luck, kids. It just is. But it speeds up organizing things, because you basically just drop stuff into a box, tell it to organize, and it figures out its own way of organizing stuff. But it puts like-minded stuff together. And I mean, when you're really, like, looking to fashion stuff in this game, you're really just like, that and that. So it doesn't really matter where it is. But yeah, when I first started this out, I was like, I want to move things, but you can't. So here we go. What's up, everybody? I don't know what time it is for you. It's 3 in the morning. Actually, on the official Easy Allies clock, It is 300. Here we go. Go into another dimension, and this is the final dimension. I get to hopefully make a lot of cool stuff here. Okay, it's very desert. There's some tombstones over there, man. Things are getting serious. So I have a Naviglobe, which I don't use those. I don't really see a point to them. But if I want to come back to some place, I can drop it there, and it'll make that mark on the GPS. Yeah, I'm gonna... Hello, smashing all. Yes. I think this is just a regular gravestone. Yeah, gravestones. Yes. So again, this episode is all about... this episode... Oh no, is this... Are they gonna turn into undead? This is Undead Nightmare, man. So yeah, they collapse. And they turn into... Yeah. Look at that. Undead Nightmare! Oh wait, let me switch it, sorry. Yeah, switch it. Let's go. Yeah, wrecking. So it's fun. It's not a hard game, but the game is balanced very well. I don't know if balance is the right word, but like, oh man, tombstones everywhere. Look at this. Oh, look at this one. Oh, that's so gothic. I love it. Oh, memorial, yes. See, like what I should have done, if I ever play this chapter over again, I will, I should build a cemetery. Okay, let's move. I can hang out here all day, but let's keep moving. Should build a cemetery on the first floor. So we got caves and stuff. Caves are actually not like super remarkable. Interesting that we start elevated. We usually start, the portal that we go in through is usually near the ground. We're starting up high here. Again, we need to find those werewolves. Undead are cool, but I need to find werewolves because I need that armor. Oh man, the sword is so good. It's a rapier too, which is kind of fun. I haven't had like a sword design like that. Been rocking broadswords so far. But yeah, like the story in this game ain't bad, folks. Like the chapter 2 story is fairly compelling. It's about you saving people and you know, does the presence of disease suggest that the world is just ready to be done with humans, you know, and just deal with it? Like, are you actually making things worse by trying to fight against things like disease and plagues and whatnot? Okay, so we got some silver over there. Just learned how to start making silver stuff. Fairly intimidated by this world because there's a lot of... Look at that big guy down in there. There's a lot of tough enemies. I'm not really seeing anything super cool right off the bat. They usually have some kind of a landmark. So, fairly desolate up in here. And I'm not seeing any places to sleep for the night because the sun's about to go down. So I'm going to go back home and then run back in. And then I'm going to bring some supplies tomorrow and set up a little house. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to go over there and set up a little house. Place I can sleep. Not seeing a lot of like harvesting going on too. There's not, like the last place I went to, there was the palm trees, which were the only things I could make wood out of. I chopped down a lot of those, let me tell you. And it doesn't look like there's anything I'm gonna need here. There's like rocks and like gravestones are fun. I'm definitely gonna make a cemetery back home. But what sort of format do you and Kyle will be doing for your Sun and Moon playthrough? I will explain that in a second. Let me get out of here. So what Kyle and I are going to be doing is, I mean, it all depends on when we get the game relative to when it launches. So, if the best case scenario, we get it like 2 weeks before, or a week, I am going to vanish from all existence. I'm going to pour my absolute heart and soul into, okay, hold on a second, let me focus. Into capturing and playing and finishing Sun and Moon. And then, I think Kyle and I are going to shoot, because I don't really know anything. I don't have any opinions about Sun and Moon. I've been really, like, distant from, I have like, emotions and opinions, but, like, I don't have anything critical, you know, or, interesting right now to say about Sun and Moon. But, like, the moment I have it, I think at least a couple days, after we first start playing it, Kyle and I are going to meet, after just playing it a couple hours and talk about like initial first impressions. And then we're going to play for a week, and then we're going to record after that, and then a week after that. And then however far ahead we are of playing the game, so where did I put... Oh, I put them in there, okay. Then you will get that episode that far ahead. So hopefully by a week later, I'll have beaten it, and we can talk about reviewing it, and then that will be the episode will be like, okay, now we finished it, so we're talking about that, and then the episode after that will be, okay, now that the review is done and we're still playing, what are we still trying to catch? What still can we do in this world? What still is there that's worth talking about, if anything? And then it doesn't necessarily have to be like another 10-part series. I imagine it probably being like 4 or 5, and then we're done. And then, I mean, one of the things that it'll have that the old series that Brandon Plays Pokemon didn't have at all until the very, very end is battling. We're going to be battling the whole time. You know, probably every episode will end in at least one battle, if not more. So yeah, I'm going to head back. What I didn't realize last time, and a lot of people reached out to me on Twitter, thank you very much. We have resubs. Thank you, Zandeus. Red Dead hype. Not even talking about Red Dead yet. Brushfire. You're a subscriber now. You. Everybody. We got 116 people hanging out. 3 o'clock in the morning here in California. Yeah, Red Dead. Tune in Thursday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific time. I will be watching that trailer. I will be talking about it. No doubt, no question. Probably the most anticipated video game of my life. I'm so excited for the prospect of a brand new Red Dead. I was just watching the podcast and the boys were talking about it. And I'm like, God, I want to get on. Talk about it. I want to talk about it here. We don't get into it. It's builders. We're here to build. But last time I didn't realize that I could go into items and it wherever I am in the world, it automatically accesses my like extra giant chest. So I already have some stuff auto in there to build, but I'm gonna bring some earth just in case. And it's fun. This game is, it can be kind of scary, but the game is also, like, adorable. It's fun to see, like, me, like, running towards a hut, and then I shut the door, and a monster's like, well, there's nothing I can do. He went into that door. You know? What am I gonna do? Hit the door? It's like, I can smash the door, no problem, but the monsters are like, this, like, giant red-shirted zombie is just like, I can't. It's a door. So, yeah, let's go to bed. What I should be doing right now, but I'm not. This is one of those games, I don't know what those games are for you, but this is one of those games for me. I do not need caffeine, I do not need coffee, I do not need any kind of upper. I just need this game, and I'm good to go for hours and hours. So another thing about chapters is when you finish a chapter, when I finished chapter 1, it showed me possible, it's kind of like finishing a mission or something in a game where, like, it showed me stuff I could have done. And I was like, oh, is that gold down there? Wait a minute. Stop the phone. That's the first time I've seen gold in the wild. Every time I've gotten gold, like, from someone. Like, as a gift, so. Gold, yes. I need gold, actually, for one of my armor things now. Oh, fine, I'm by the cave. Let's see what's in here. Yeah, caves are usually just, like, a little bit of something. It's kind of cool, though. Like, when I would play Minecraft, I would make little houses all over the place. Whereas in Builders, I feel it kind of... Yeah. Okay. Like what you're putting down. You're here to build a house, though, so you don't want to do this too much. Cool above me, or is that just silver? Is it silver? I can come back. We got Ruby here. Have seen no... use for Ruby yet, at all. No idea what Ruby's for. Ruby was available very early on in Chapter 1, and then never with the Ruby. So yeah, I'll come back. Good to know. It's like right in front of me, right when I poured into this realm, so I'll always know that this is here. And one of the things that I've yet to do, too, in this game is really, like, burrow into a mountain. Just pick a mountain and just dig in. I made a couple of really long tunnels, but mostly just to facilitate, like, traveling. Where I'm like, I need to go fish over there, so I'm just going to build a tunnel and head that way. And so whenever I come back, I don't have to like hop up and down these mountains. But again, my hopping skills are getting there. Okay, so ported in there. Now we're going over here. So you can't cross water. I can't even build. If I wanted to build a bridge from here to there, I can't. The levels in this game are the islands, which is fine. It's a little frustrating to be constrained like that, especially after playing Minecraft so much. To have them be like, oh, you can't build there. I'm like, excuse me? I can't build where? What are you talking about? I'm a builder. I can build wherever I want. And they're like, no, we actually have a story. Like, we have zones, and we want to introduce materials to you at a specific rate. And it ties in with the story, and it's cool. It's not necessarily quote-unquote better than Minecraft, but it's the first, like, Minecraft variant that I've seen that, man, hooks me like it has. It's just, oof, boy. You see this mountain? You can go through it. Okay, again, lots of tombstones. Extremely desolate. The music is very chipper, but, I mean, this is a perfect Halloween zone right here. Also very Red Dead Redemption. Okay, we got a little settlement there. I think this is the first time I've seen castle walls, which is dope. I've been waiting for castle walls. Lots of stuff attacking me, but you know. It's, is that just brick? Oh, it's just brick, I think. Eh. Then we got barricades, but they're like the little grungy ones. Oh, and we got, whoa, look at these guys. Who are you? Oh, I think this is a... I thought, for some reason, I thought that person had yellow armor on, but it is a yellow werewolf. Are you a werewolf? Uh-oh. Oh, man, just... Yes. Yes, you are a werewolf. So again, I don't level up. I don't have stats. I have HP. That's the only thing. I got my hit points over there. This thing, the Seed of Life, actually upped my HP by 5 points. It also refills my HP, which is why I haven't taken it yet. So just in case I get really injured, I have that. Then I got food, also like that they added to Minecraft later. So what's this? A pounce? Cool. And again, they got little cute little Dark Soul moves. And they do little, you know. Oh, he didn't drop one. Damn. Oh, nice. A ballista just hanging out. There's an old worn signpost here with ballista operator standing orders written on it. Looks to be set instructions about operating the weapon. You like to read it? Sure, why not? Knights of Rimuldar, if we cannot slay the Hades Condor, our homeland hath no hope. The vexatious bird raineth down its attacks from the skies, making it a fiendishly difficult foe indeed. As such, we have obtained powerful ballistae to aid in our defense. The moment the enemy is sighted, knights on bombardier duty are to scramble to the top of the wall immediately. But what's the top? That's what I'm worried about. Like, I put in the ballistas, and I'm like, is this too high? Am I too low? Is the dragon gonna move up and down, or the condor? Condor. Not often you see a condor as a chapter-ending boss in an RPG. Only when the condor descendeth to the same height as the ballista. It answers my question. Have we any chance of landing our shots and bringing down the beast? No, men, and I pray for your victory in battle, this our final battle. May the goddess watch over us all. But again, you know, context, hype. Building up hype for, what is this thing, too? Again, one of my favorite things about this game is, like, mine. You, yes, you're mine. What is this? Bronze temple, yes. Blue temple tile, I want it. It's mine now, you're mine. It's like, oh, cool material, bro. You're mine. Ooh, what is this? There's an old journal. Yes, I'd like to read it. The Hades Condor casteth a spell I have never seen before, though I am informed its name is Blasto. This fell magic summoneth forth a raging whirlwind that hurleth even the heaviest objects hither and yon with brutal force. If a man were to be caught without the walls of the fortress when this spell struck, he would surely be flung far into the air, mayhap even to his death. But even the fortress cannot save us. The storm would merely hurl us about within it, dashing our heads against the hard stone ceiling. Though either prospect filleth my heart with dread, I would choose to be smote against the insides of our castle than thrown to goddess knows where. Should the Hades Condor approach again, I will retreat within the walls and wait out the Blasto's tempest. Alright. Green Wars take place here long ago. Yeah, I think. So good to know. I'm not gonna grab the ladders now, but I'll be back. Statue, grab first set of stationery, cool. It'd be cool if you could write notes, leave them for people. So yeah, stark change to the. Oh, we got the day changing. Ooh, I wonder if we can build a little house up on top of the tower. Yeah, let's do it. We got time. And I got the earth. Let's do it. Quick. I don't know if I would build faster in this game or Minecraft, but it feels a lot faster in this game. Feels like that's like one of the major bonuses. Is oh boy. Is maybe it feels like I'm able to do things faster. I mean, like strafing certainly helps. I talked about that a little bit the first time I streamed this. So, I could go up there, but I'm not going to right now. Fill that in, I'm going to put the door. Yeah, put the door down. Oh. See, I never did this the last episode, which was like, whoops. Look at this, I can just put all that away. That. I don't need that. It also takes away the danger of... I just need one. I just need one bed. Thank you. Again, it's like way easier than some like survival games. Like you wouldn't want a game like Don't Starve or DayZ, you know, to have a mechanic like that. Oh no, it's getting dark now. But for builders, it's fun. Makes it more palatable. This is Swiss Family Robinson style. Make a little treehouse. Not work? Interesting. It has to be on the ground? Oh. I've never tried this, like, treehouse style. Oh, I wonder if... Well, hold on. Yeah, sorry. No! Yeah, there we go. How much PSVR have I played? What games did you enjoy the most other than Batman? All I've played is Batman. So, that's it. That's all I played. But I'm looking forward to playing more. You can see that from a distance. Let me put one more right here. Problem, man. Oh, I'm in love with this new sword. And these are good. These feathers that they be dropping right now. That goes into these, the Chimera Wings, which automatically teleport me back to my base. Oh, and look, I think there's a little town over there, or a little house. So yeah, after the stream, which will end in like 10, 15, 20 minutes, after the stream is over, I'm gonna come back and see again, just to talk about how obsessive I am with this game. I'm going to come back and replace these with wood and, you know, make that house better. But not right now. So filling it with mud for now. Yeah. Something right there. Uh-oh. Here comes trouble. Whoa! What is this? Does this lead to, or is it just a gate? Just a gate. Oh no, something going on. Oh, can I? We got some braziers. I don't think I've been able to make those. Braziers? Brazers? We got more of that cool blue tile. Whoa, we got some purification thing. We got a little cool purification pool over here. But again, you can kind of see like the... I haven't seen you yet. I think. See, again, I'm not getting XP for killing those. I'm just, I just get the items. Then I could make better gear. And all the gear breaks. And I need to make a key to open that up, but good to know that's there. Brazzers. I'm not sure if it's pronounced Brazzers. So yeah, something going on up there for sure. No. Finally got the charm that negates falling damage, so that feels good. Not to get hurt trying to do that. Okay, I'll be back. I'll build a whole crazy elaborate staircase and get up on top of that thing. I will rob you of your flags. I will rob you of those brazzers. Brazzers. Something blue up here. Got some pebblestone, nice. Let's see what's in here. What's this? Couch! And I will bury this couch deep within the earth. Only the worthy will be able to accept the couch. Possibly the cool-looking blocks that are beneath this chest. But it is the most comfy of all couches. See, that's my bed. My room's too small. So when you finish a chapter, you still have those saves. So you can go back and reload that save, but that save will always be before where you're at right now in the progression of the game. So, so I can't go back. I can only go forward. But if I want to, like, show someone one of those old areas... Oh, Goldie. Oh, I'm taking you down. What do you got? What do you drop? Health, just in case he punches me. New enemies are always fun. You're like, would you kill me really fast or what? Cool, I can definitely make chainmail now too, which will be nice. Oh man, these guys are, I wrecked these guys. Oh yeah, it's over, dude. It's over. Do you drop gold? Do you just drop gold? Straight up gold? Yes. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. And I know what you're saying. I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say, Jones, boiled butter beans, those are the cheapest of the food. Why don't you use like the better food, like the crab, or like make a burger or sandwich or something? And I know, and I get it. Oh, nice. Here we go. Yeah, here's the. Oh, I don't think I can. Oh, I can't take. Oh, well, I was able to take that. But butter beans are just easy to come by. They're cheap to make. They're always around. That is why it's my go-to food. But I might upgrade later. So these are fun. These are little, like, Riddler challenges. They'll pop up on the map. So, I can get up here, but I can't open the chest until I finish. Until I complete the challenge. See if we can do it, chat. What's up, everybody? Well, let me just check in with everybody. What's up? What's going on? How much of PSVR have I played? I answered that. What's up? Dragon Quest Builders! There's a message carved into the monument. I am Thalamus, the all-knowing. May whosoever hath wisdom, let its binding brilliance shine forth. Upon these isles I have laid 3 riddles. Let he who hath unraveled every mystery make proof of his deeds here. Oh, okay. Alright. Uh-oh. Come out. Alright, I'll be back. The tombstones, man. Heavy. Seeing those out in the world. I'm like, welcome to the new zone of death. And what's cool about finishing a chapter and seeing challenges, is you're like, oh, I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know there were 3 dragons in that zone. I'm gonna go to my new town. I'm gonna go to my tower, because my tower's cool, even though it's a little farther away. Actually, no, it's too far. I'm just gonna stay. And then things don't get dangerous until it's nighttime right now, but once it becomes sunset, you can go to bed. I think you can go to bed maybe during the day, too. I don't know. You can take a nap. Steve, you gotta just sometimes need beans. You know what I mean? Steve gets it. But it's just, you know, sometimes when you're playing an RPG, there's just a simple item that's not as powerful as other things, but is in such abundance that you always have a stack of them. It's like when I go back to town, my area, they're gonna have made at least like 10 of those beans for me. So I'm just like, thanks. I'm not gonna waste time trying to make sure I got the items to make some cool thing and then try it and make it a couple and then run out of the items and then realize later I needed those items to make something important for the story, and so then I gotta go mine it. What are you? I imagine you have to fill in a specific type of material into that hole is what I'm guessing. Upon the island of the city of Rimuldar, I laid the riddle of the twins. Make proof of thy wisdom and place thy prize here. Here's a message. Upon the island beyond the blue teleportal, I laid the riddle of evolution. Make the proof of thy wisdom and place thy prize here. Okay. There's a message card from the monument. Upon the island beyond the red teleportal, I laid the riddle of time. Make the proof of thy wisdom and lay thy prize here. Cool! Not going to do this for this stream because I don't remember, but this is interesting because I have the 3 teleporters that I've earned, and so I've already done 3 puzzles, and so they're basically saying, I'm guessing, find the material that was essential in that puzzle and place it in that space, I guess. But yeah, I'll leave those blocks there for now. So cool I can make chainmail. But I can't... Oh, I have the my quest marker, duh. So let's head up. Let's get out of here. This place is dead anyway. We'll build a more formal staircase to the upper part near my tower. Oh. I'm dead on my heels. Ah! Is that purple thing? Oh, is it raining purple? It's raining purple. Maybe I just couldn't tell that rain was purple in another area, or is the purple rain? Purple rain. Why did that take me so long? Why did that take me so long? That song just like forced its way into my brain. It's like you can't. The words can't escape your lips. That rain is purple, without immediately breaking into purple rain. Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest. What is in there? Huh? What do we think is in there, chat? Is that that's not even... I gotta fall asleep. So that's not even where I'm going. I'm going over there. But I can't... I mean, I gotta get in here. Gotta get in here. It's the middle of the day. It's like noon. Should be fine. Okay. Things are in classic disrepair. Oh, I need a key. Oh, I need a key. You can just make them, which is kind of funny. That you can make a key to something. It's like, that's not really how keys work. You don't, like, see a lock and you're like, I'm gonna make a key that's totally going to fit that. Like, how'd that happen? How'd you pull that off? So yeah, that's probably some cool item that I need. So guys, so I need some keys. That's it. The only lesson so far. Is this where my mission is? That's not good. Yeah, I gotta get to the top of that. Okay. So yeah. So I hate to tear that tree up, but I'm gonna. I'm like, oh, I can build a thing to get around. No, let's just rip into this tree. Again, if I was actually in this position and was adventuring through this world, I wouldn't kill a tree. It's bad to kill trees, but it's a video game, so I'm gonna kill this tree. Be nice if I could make some wood out of this. Ooh. What's going on in here? What is... Look at a little bath. Dude, a little resort tree. Dude, dude! We're in a resort tree, chat. We just booked a reservation at Shea Tree. Oh, I feel so bad about smashing into this tree now. I feel so bad I'm gonna smash my way out. Okay, I will reforge this. Oh, they're kind of like telling me to go up this way. I need to eat some beans. This is getting a little PG-13. Ah, I hate that. There we go. How did I do that? Oh, okay, I went in. Okay, that's right. I think I'm at the top. That's what's in here. What are these things? Potatoes? Yeah. Somebody made a nice farm here and I already messed it up. Okay, might have to hang out here for the night because it's getting dark, but we're on a mission. We can run back. Okay. Okay, go through here. To make amends to the tree, I will begin to rebuild. No? Actually gonna fill in this part. Space here now. And then let's go up. Again, this game doesn't like officially have first person, but it kind of does. You can like cheat it. Oh, hey, what's up? Interesting little laboratory you got here. I am Thalamus, the all-knowing. Nice to meet you, Thalamus. I have the ability as the builder to see people even though they're dead, I think. But I don't know. There can be one explanation. Thou art the builder, the long-heralded emissary. I like to say things that they're also telling you on screen. T-Berg123, you're a subscriber now. Yeah, I said I would stop streaming 6 minutes ago, but this game's so good. Yeah, we'll crunch on Thalamus. Thalamus, this is a crunch. This is I'm meeting a very story-heavy specific character. Well, Builder, what hopest thou to find in this accursed land? The end of the chapter. There was a time when this ground was the most blessed in all of Alfgard. 'Twas home to the Sanctum, that most holy of holies. But the structure was torn apart by the Dragon Lord's fiendish forces. Not a single sanctified brick remaineth. And yet, from that hallowed ground, the great tree did grow, imbued with the life-giving power left behind by the shrine. Oh, is this the great... Am I in the great tree? Is this the great tree right now? Is this Yggdrasil? To cure Rimmildor of the Blight, perhaps, or perhaps the meanest of clues. Yeah, both? Two birds? Neither. Oh, that's right. Spoilers. Yes. Which means I gotta build another room, which means I might smash up one of those bedrooms. Once it is built, thou needst only collect some heads of hollyhock to craft the medicine that will cure thy friend. I cut the last crop of hollyhock and stored it safely within a stout vault. However, the key that openeth this vault have been rusted away to dust. Still, I have no doubt that finding some means to open the door is well within thy power. Yeah, I can build keys. Very well, Builder. With bated breath, I await the new world shall bring forth. Okay. Where did you go? Where did Thalamus go? Okay, I can make it a table. Anything else? He passed on everything he knows to me, and all he knew how to do was make that table. Okay. Yeah, I don't think this is like the world tree, but I don't know. It's like everybody I see in this world is very like, oh, it's so good to see you, you know, like, thank goodness you're here, you know, this world's in a bad way, you know, it's good that we can all kind of band together and be friends. And Thalamus was like, what? I have work to do later. I guess you can hang out at my space, whatever. Like, whoa, like, okay. Let me just flesh out your little landing here so you don't like fall off accidentally. How about that? So yeah, I will come back and see what other fun things are going on in this this tree. I'm actually going to spend... I just hate seeing these things in the distance. Okay, there we go. There's another one. I'm going to almost fall off the ledge, and I'm going to use the Chimera Wing and fly out of here. Whee! You kind of do look like Link in this adventure. I'm about to not look like Link in about 3 seconds, but yeah, you can have, you have different types of gear. I'll grab my... This is what I started this journey with, this blue number. I'm about to go build some chainmail. Chainmail. I'm gonna build 2 of them, so that if I'm out in the world and one breaks, I can throw the other one on, like an extra pair of underwear. Boom. Chainmail. So it's interesting. So like I haven't. This is the first like I kind of was wearing like adventure clothes like in chapter 2. So this is my first like armor, and I got my silver shield. I had the silver shield, but at least I got the armor to match it now, and my little adventure goggles. But then now that I got the sword, like yeah. So yeah, that's gratifying. Save on that. And you get a whole new set of 5 saves. So these 5 saves are separate from my Chapter 1 5 saves. So I will be very tempted to go back and revisit Chapter 1 even then when I'm done beating the game and go find some dragons to kill, apparently, and do some other cool stuff. What? Oh, yeah, I got the transmutation table. That's right. But now we are going to begin the great tradition of putting stuff away. Everybody's favorite part of watching Jones play this game. Trying to memorize where everything goes. I think that is it for this. Oh, I also wanted to make a point. So this was not grass when we first took this place over. I turned this into grass. It was made of this. It was made of this purple stuff, which is supposed to be kind of not sickly, but like it's pretty. It's a pretty version of purple, and you can actually like get these blocks, so you can lay that down if you want yourself. Love these guys. Didn't show you these first part, but you sit in front of them, they burn you. So that was fun. It was kind of like a comment on this being like a place to cure people, you know, a safe haven amongst the realms of the blight. So it's kind of fun to have grass here. I think I might put in some flowers and stuff later. But no time for that now. Put some chalk away, get that lumber away. Keep that, because I have another thing for manufactured tiles. So these are all like... Someone made these blocks. I didn't just find these blocks. These were made by people. And anything fire related goes in here. Put that couch in here. Let's go into what other items were thrust into our extra item area. Ballast, that's sweet. We got some stationery. Got this awesome blue temple tile. I feel bad, but a lot of the places that we find, there are ruins. You know, there's nothing going on here, so it's like, I'm gonna take this tile. I will put it to good use. That ballast, I believe, goes in here, right? Yeah, those are where the ballasts are. I got 3 extra ballasts, you know, like you do. You know, I could just have one big room and have all the stuff that I need in it and just have a row of chests and just dump the whole stuff, you know, dump everything in there, but I like knowing where stuff is. Okay. Where all the gardening stuff goes. Not sure how to bring trees back. These trees planted pretty quickly, so you can grow trees in your hometown. But you cannot regrow them in the wild, and I don't know if there is a way to regrow them in the wild. Because there's one zone in this chapter that I just had, there's no more trees. I went in and I cut down all the trees. Which the conservationalist in me is, you know, not thrilled about. But the RPG fan in me is pretty thrilled. I also put a roof over everything in this mode because it rains a lot in Rinald or wherever I am at right now. So I was like, oh, I don't want it. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, people don't complain about getting rained on. It's totally fine. Like, you cannot have a roof on anything, and it's fine. But I didn't want, you know, the people in my area to complain. Lore, I knew they would be uncomfortable just lore-wise. So again, I've been using still the healing creams. I'm not upgrading to medicinal herbs. I'm saving those. I got over 100 of them, which feels good. And going to... Sorry, one last time in this room. Sign in there. Like, what do I need to sign for? And again, this is all decoration, just these boxes here and the stuff up there, little barrels in the corner. It's the storage room. So... Cool. So that's over an hour of Dragon Quest Builders. What happened to Ditch and Spikes? Bearded Smurf, I can't watch this. I'll show you. It broke my heart. I was about to set it up. I was like, well, here we go. I know what to do. Yeah, let me switch to my axe. It's as far down as I can go. Look at that. Like, nope. You cannot dig any further than that. was it. So I couldn't do it. So I have yet to really figure out kind of what... basically, I figured out what the solve was. It's too late to implement now. But was... to have... And this is what I'm going to do when I go into Chapter 3. I'm going to build, like, the ultimate castle. It's going to be a 3-level castle. So, again, it's kind of fun when you go into these new chapters, even though it's a little repetitive to have to, like, restart from scratch, in a sense. I did play a lot of the Little Big Planet games, played a lot of the first one, less of the second one, and never played the third one at all. I'm going to play Dreams a lot, unless it's really difficult or time-consuming to actually build all that stuff. Because that's the one thing I haven't done. I've seen a lot of people play Dreams in front of me, so I couldn't do this thing. So I built the wall here, which kind of works. Basically, they make noise, or it alerts me at their presence, and like they want to smash through this wall, and so it keeps them busy. And to be honest, like when things are like a threat to you, it's less. Yeah, see, look, they just do this. You know, they just smash the walls up. We should probably rebuild while we're back here. Really what, like, not having good defenses means is that you're just gonna have to do what I'm doing right now, which is just go and rebuild it. You know, go and clean everything up. Which I had to do, you know, in Chapter 1 anyway, so I was like, I'm not gonna stress too much about defense. Also weird that they don't really give you any items for defense. Like, I had the spikes. I had something that I could put out that if you walked on, damaged you. And so I was like, oh, there's the poison water. Let me make a moat of poison water. And poison water doesn't poison any of the enemies. And then I went into a zone and they had plants that electrocuted you and stunned you. And I was like, oh, let me collect those and make a grid. And that doesn't affect enemies at all. So I was like, in this chapter, they don't give you anything, any item to just plant that will do damage or help defend your base. So, yeah, let's save it. And then let's go talk to him about the transmutation table and let's build it and see what that's about, and then we'll crunch. But just to be safe. I haven't played Tearaway. I know that is on PS4, and I know I could totally play that. What is up, dude? I have a really important conversation to have with you. What's up? Yes, I can build a transmutation table. Thank you. I think I knew that. That's fine. Again, the plot. Don't worry about that. It's between me and Gerontius. I assume that. She said something to that effect. When I abandoned my research and then obliged, she despised me for it. I suppose that's why she acts the way she does. I still don't know if she's right or wrong to try to fight this disease. But I know this, Brandon. I cannot allow my dear, sweet granddaughter to die. Perhaps I'm being selfish. Perhaps I'm being foolish. But I'm a human being. A selfish, foolish human being. Please help me. I must do whatever it takes to save my darling Elle. Heavy, right? Got another seed of life. Heals me to full and gives me 5 more points of HP overall. Divine Draft. A consecrated concoction that can cure the incurable. To be used when required. Okay, hopefully I can make that. Let's see. First of all, let's make some liquid silver over here. Yeah. Doesn't look like I can make that yet. Let me talk to you. Right. This thing should not only cure any illness, but also, dare say, purify Romualder of the poison that pervades it. Wow, that's a bold statement. But first things first, young man. We must craft this curative and save my right. The key ingredient in the divine drive is hollyhock, right? A flower that once was taken out of the base of the world tree. Sadly, Yggdrasil. Did you join them for the podcast earlier, or will there be a third lizard on it? 3 lizards on this podcast today. 3 lizard bets placed on this podcast for next week. Horrible sounding and looking podcast, because neither Ian nor myself was there to set it up. So, this is a very interesting episode. I did a serial killer voice for podcast halftime. Interesting podcast you're getting this week. Okay. But hope it's not lost. The great sage Thalamus is rumored to have saved specimens of this holy plant to be... Yeah, I just talked to him. The key to his vault is lost countless years ago, but you construct a new key. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Oh, and then you got the quest marker, too. Sweet, okay. Okay, right. It's like even if I stop streaming right now, I'm gonna do this anyway, so it's like, let's do it. Let's do it. I think we saw 3 key spots, so I'm gonna make 3 keys. I'm gonna take this liquid silver. I'm going to put it in here with the other liquid silver. I'm going to keep these keys. So we got a lot of items that we're going to inherently bring with us. But it's fine, it's fine. Okay. And it's about time to go to bed, so we'll go to bed first. And then head out. Big day tomorrow. See, again, just this like day-to-day-to-day cycle. I play for hours. It just yeah, sucks me in. It's good stuff. Kill me. No, I'm not gonna do the Dragon Quest game. I'm not gonna kill you. But it's funny that, I mean, spoilers, but it's funny that her grandfather said that, because when she first got, you know, when that first took her over, she was like, oh my god, I don't want to become a zombie, kill me. I was like, no, I'm not gonna kill you. And then I like talked to her dad, and I was like, Elle just said to kill her, isn't that crazy? And he's like, well, maybe we should kill her. I'm like, no! Quiet you. You know, get a little observation deck and hang out here. Alright. Go to bed. Do you sell a new era EZA baseball cap in store? I don't know. I need to buy a baseball cap. I need to buy the Love and Respect shirt. I keep wanting to do that, and then I don't do it. Okay. No, that's not it. That's not where we're going. Wind fishing. Shh, no, Jones, just do it. You just stream for another hour. It's fine, Jones. We got 54 more minutes of the podcast exporting before I can officially go to sleep. I mean, I can go to sleep now if I want, but I choose not to. Wait, what am I doing? Going through this guy. Were those liquid metal slimes coming to the base? I've not seen those yet by the base, no. Okay. I'm just gonna go as the crow flies and just head straight for that quest marker. Again, we've made the keys, so I don't think goodness I have to find those keys, right? You can just make them. That is key logic in the world of builders. Purple rain, purple rain. Sadly, I don't know the lyrics of Purple Rain. Those would come in handy right about now. Can you just barf that? That's gross. No, don't knock me out. No. Okay, fine. Love these. They come back. Love that. And they drop Rusty Nuggets. And Rusty Nuggets, I don't think we're in chapter chapter 1 at all. And they are vital in chapter 2. A lot of things are made of Rusty Nuggets. This process right here, just burrowing an upward staircase into a rock face, is much easier to do in Minecraft. Kind of frustrating to do in Builders. Maybe I just need to get better at it, but tough to see. Tough to, like, Minecraft, you just aim up and just go. But in this, again, it's a little bit... You know, it's like, oh, I'll be back through here. So, probably do this. Oh, can I not? That's funny. It's interesting that I cannot smash through this thing. Huh. Fascinating. It's like a temple of some sort. I struck upon something. Wow, look at this. Huh. Alright, I'll come back for that. Whatever the heck is going on there. Oh, and there's a quest marker. Oh, I'm like on the quest marker. Oh, did I literally just run into it? I think this might be it. This might be the thing I'm looking for. That's funny. That was fortunate. So yeah, it'll be a little cell like this, if this is just like a little room. Awesome that it's just like burrowed into the mountain. I haven't found anything like this. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do with all this. What is this, chalk? Pebble stone and chalk. Like, I don't really have a need for that, but oh well. I mean, this is just a mountain, right? Yeah, I can just... Oh, wait. Oh, no, what am I doing? This is where the quest is, but the entrance is over here. Sorry. Well, that was fun, though. Exciting for a second, but yeah, need to go through here. I thought that was a different... Sorry if somebody was yelling at me at that. Like, Jones, no, the entrance is over there. See, any old key will do. To get into this thing that the person didn't want anyone coming into. And I can grab all these sconces if I want. Oh, what's up, dragon? Oh, hello. I don't suppose you'll let me go in the back there and get that flower. What do you think? Think I can just, like, sneak around and grab it? A little Bilbo Baggins action. No, I can't! Oh, look out. Ladies and gentlemen, I have never fought a dragon in this game. This is my first. It doesn't look like it's going to be that hard, but still, very exciting moment. I have this super amazing sword now, but it's fine. We can do it. This game is not about its incredibly difficult boss encounters. Brandon obtains his first dragon scale and a couple of braziers. It's like, you're not gonna need this. These sconces, you don't need these sconces. Don't worry about these sconces. You're fine without these sconces. Those braziers up there, I could like climb up there and steal those. The sconces, these aren't these doing you no good. You got no dragon in here, you don't need no sconces. I have not completed this game. That is, I believe. Okay, now that I can open that. Yes! Magic door, yes! I've never had a magic door before. But I love that. It's just like, okay, now that I've gotten in there, you're mine, door. Like these stairs, for sure. If I need stairs, I'm coming back there and smashing up those stairs. To build my own thing. Okay. How to get back? Okay, so that's there. That means home is over here. For those of you that missed the podcast, for those of you that didn't hear earlier, I cut my finger real bad today. I was shaving, and I tapped my razor against the sink, and my razor just bounced back from the sink a little bit harder than I was expecting, and just tapped against my finger, and Just had a just really, really good cut right down the middle. So I didn't have to get stitches, which is nice. But and that was not the reason I missed the podcast. I missed the podcast because it's Amanda's birthday today. So we went out to dinner with my folks. So yeah, nighttime is like tolerable. It's not like, oh no, it's nighttime, it's, all bets are off. It's just there's like things that, move fast and shoot projectiles at you, and it's hard to see. It's good to... It's one of the ways that games like these are successful. It's like, stop doing what you're doing for 5 seconds, do this other thing, okay, now get back to what you're doing. You don't get burnt out. Lodiaz, not only am I valuable, thank you very much, it's a very nice thing to say, all of you are valuable too. We are all valuable. Everyone is valuable. But this finger, man, this is my editing finger. Of all the, it couldn't be my pinky? I'm like cutting the podcast, just like click, like typing's like, I gotta wear this for 4 days. Derp. So yeah, we got the Hollyhock. I'm actually not going to administer the Hollyhock because I think that's a little bit too spoilery. But we fought the dragon. That's an excellent crunch. I'm going to put a couple things away, and then we will wrap it up. Put away those nuggets. Mmm. Delicious nuggets. Got the 26-piece rusty nuggets. And, yeah, let's get that big door in there. Actually, as long as we got the door. Yeah. If I can only replace one door, let's replace the door. Yeah. Magic door. Hi, my name is Brandon Jones. I get excited about things like magic doors. I really appreciate you hanging out with me in the morning. It is 4 o'clock in the morning. I have a ton of energy. I actually slept in today. And when I got back from my adventures this evening, I saw that they were shooting the podcast. And so I put my head down to take a little nap. And I slept through the podcast and woke up, I think, about an hour after they had left. I was like, whoops, okay. Time to cut the podcast. So I've cut the podcast. I'm exporting that. That's going to go up tomorrow. I will return with Dragon Quest Builders. Like I said, there are 4 chapters to this game. I will come back for another hour to 2 hours. I'm going to show off Chapter 3 at some point, probably next week. And the week after that, I'll be back with Part 4 to show it off. Again, I'm not... Mr. Ben Moore is actually reviewing this game. I am eagerly awaiting his score, his script. I'm going to cut the heck out of that video, because I love this game. I might even supply like my own footage and show off, like, so we can show off different designs and stuff like that. I'm not dropping my opinion on this game in any official capacity other than just streaming the heck out of it for Easy Allies, because out of all of the games released in 2016, this is one of my absolute favorites. So, and you know what's the best? Is this live, Doiker? It is silly o'clock. Let me look. Check it's silly o'clock right now. The only thing better than playing this game is playing it with you. Is playing with all of you and showing this stuff off. So like I literally have that thought, like while I'm setting this up and like putting in trees and just like putting like should I put like one more row here of things? Attacking the base, man. Shooting at the lights. Oh no, this guy's deadly. Oh no, I gotta get down there. This guy with the hammer is brutal. Yeah, you with the hammer, stop it. Sword out. I got my chainmail, I can wreck you guys. Yeah, you're not doing a heck of a lot of damage to me now with my chainmail. Yeah. When I'm building this place, I'm thinking about, like, chat. I'm thinking about, ooh, chat will like that. Yeah, let me put that together. Yeah, they'll, again, I'm building it for me, but, of course, streaming it for you. So, and right there at the end, 3 months in a row, Action 69. You are a resubscriber now. Thank you so much for resubscribing. Thank you to everybody who subscribed tonight, everybody who tuned in. It is the middle of the night for me, but it might be the middle of the day for you. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Yeah, we got love and respect. Let me drop one in there. Love it. Love and respect, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me and playing Dragon Quest Builders. I love this game. And I will be back again Thursday morning. Thursday morning, we're going to be watching the trailer for the next Red Dead game. Thursday night, we're going to be playing the last Red Dead game, Red Dead Redemption, Undead Nightmare, 10 p.m. Thursday night, Pacific time, 8 a.m. Pacific time Thursday morning. I will sit down at that desk. I will watch with you the Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer for the very first time, and then try to figure out what the heck is going on with that game. We'll hopefully stream some stuff. I got Skylanders. I got boxes of Skylanders. So I gotta play Skylanders. I gotta play Lego Dimensions. Amanda is like addicted to Don't Starve now, so she wants to play a lot more of that. All sorts of games to play. Hopefully you'll come back and watch. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. With the finger, it's tough. With the mouse. Let's see if I can do it. There we go.